Here. Alright, boys. Time to rebuild the blower. First, let's get the inlet off of it. Get that out of my hair. Might get noisy in here today, fellas. Heat's on, it's freezing out. Deal with it. Pretty standard inlet. Filthy. Put it in the parts washer. Clean it up. Smells like a 671, in case anybody was wondering. Okay. Actually looks really nice shape. What I can see of it. Get this water pump off of here. And we got this hot rod here. Blow that off there just because I'm going to change all these gaskets in this front of this anyway. So might as well do this the right way. Come on. Blue RTV. There we go. That's all there is to that. Set this over here out of the way for now. Bearings seem like they're nice and tight. I'm not too worried about that. All we're really doing is resealing this thing. It wasn't making any funny noises or anything like that. Pretty simple deal here. We're just going to reseal it. Tappy tap tap. Hopefully we can get that on off of there. Maybe. It's easier, I guess. I am going to do the fuel pump. We're not going to change it or nothing, but I would like to reseal. It looks kind of shit, so. You know. Okay. What do you call it? Stone. Look at all the friggin' gears, boys. What a ripper. friggin' nothing wrong with this thing. It's just a damn shame we gotta take it all apart to get to the seals. Huh. We're gonna have to do a t-shirt change here in a second.
Six and a half hours later.
Not much choice with this one. So those things we just took off called end plate cover. These are the actual end plates. They're held onto the blower with these screws. Show you a trick. Well, I mean, like I don't even know if this is a trick. This is just how you do it. There's your water pump drive. Pretty cool piece of kit. Just a little ripper. Next side we're going to get rid of fuel pump drive, or I'm sorry, blower drive. This is where the blower drive shaft comes in. We're going to delete that. It's not very cool. It's got a reduction drive on it. I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but these gears are all different sizes. Delete. Must have been reused once. So next one we gotta do is get these reduction gears off. That's what we're doing. Will the Milwaukee do it? I love this little gun. I hate Milwaukee. I love that little gun. I love a 1/2 inch too. They're all work units. Batteries and tool durability, garbage. But it is a ripper though. On there. That's bigger, substantially bigger. They do make the horsepower though. I'm pretty sure this just slid off. Is the rear one moving, huh? Oh, that's coming. Kind of like that. Okay. That's all. Nothing comes off there too, but it appears as though that's got holes in it, threaded holes, and they want to pull that one. Alright fellas, let's have a chat about the good parts of being a hoarder. This is a brand new blower service tool set. That the foam's melting away on. It's beautiful. Guys, let's just all take a second here and just appreciate the excellent job framing. Fucking walnut. Boy, that just works a treat. Now, we gotta do the same thing to these. Is this thing on? Yeah. Oh, you're fucking not even, motherfucker. Why don't you turn this around so that you can fucking see what you're recording? Idiot. Alright boys, well I had an absolutely great shot of me cleaning foam off of shit that didn't fucking matter. and I didn't bother to reframe to get me pulling the gear off. So anyway, the overdrive gear is off, or the underdrive gear, excuse me, and it's just a matter of jamming this thing on there and giving her all the way. Super nice, easy process, but you know, it's better for everyone when you actually hit record, or when you actually reframe the shot. Alright fellas, so I just jam the pullers on here. Next step is to give her hell. Now you gotta do these same time. You'll feel it, it'll like get tight. And that one's off there already, which I don't know about all that, but so these shims you got to pay attention to here. That's actually what times the gears slash rotors. See, now she's like sloppy. It's fucking on there. Much tighter fit than the other one. Well, it is twice as long. Alright. Blower gears. Don't mix them up. So you got no shims on this one. This one goes in all the way. And then the shims are on this side here. So we're going to set these right where they... Now, in these here... Let me just show you. You can see if you were into it, but... There we go. See that flat space in the teeth? There is a corresponding flat space on the deal. So the spines still look good. They're not all beat up. These are shims. We're gonna put them right inside the gear. Don't lose that shit, okay? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull all this shit off of here. We gotta take these bearing retainers off. And we need to do the same thing on the other side. I'll give her a spin. We can do the same thing on the back here. Just jam the bearing retainers out of here, like so. Don't matter where they go. Shit, that was close. We didn't drop it though. Okay, then what we're gonna do is clean my hands because they're gross. God, I can't wait to get this thing in the parts washer. It's disgusting. Screwdriver, you idiot. Focus. Oh yeah. So loosen them a couple turns. This is the front, so we're going to loosen these a couple turns. The back, we're gonna pull right off, spin it around. Gasket was kind of blocking that one. So we're gonna take this right off. Same with this one. And then gross, disgusting hands. Now we're gonna need our pullers, but we're gonna need our pullers with the other hardware, which is here. That's why there's all these beautiful holes in this thing. So now these go way out. You want this to lay flush against that. Okay, so they go like that, and then now we're gonna have to do the same thing. You gotta use both at the same time. Now this should pull that right off there. Not missing any bolts. Life ought to be pretty simple here. See if we can time. Just throw that one. And this one's on one. Hey, put that anywhere. There's your end plate. Oh yeah. Seals, oh, looks so good. Now what we'll do. Oh yeah. Sick. The sealing rings feel good. I'm mad at that. Let's see. Heavy bitch. Now we do the same thing here. We'll take, I'm gonna put that screwdriver here this way. Take this end plate out. That. Bingo. Okay, let's get you guys a look at these seals. So this is the end plate we just took off. They're not ripped, but they're still pretty soft. They do look very like carbony and shitty though, so and I don't know that they're doing the best job at sealing. These ones have major ridge of carbon around them. This was the front blower side with the gears, the drive side, or the rear, I'm sorry, excuse me, the rear. If you can see that. Let's see if I can maybe wipe. Yeah, you can kind of see that there where I wiped it, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. not great. To the parts washer we go. That, my friends, is what a blower rotor looks like. Just kind of look at it for cracks. Nothing really major. So maybe just shmoo. Just schmooey. They're actually super nice shape. There's no scarring. Looks really good. So we'll clean up the parts washer. Just make everything nicey nice and go from there. Alright fellas, we're gonna change these wear rings here. Just myself a nice sharp chisel. And you just hit them once and they split. Oh yeah, it's got that burnt oil smell underneath it. Yeah, what a treat. Perfect. Ping! Boy, that works a treat. And we got through that one a little bit. Sometimes they'll get you, and no big deal. You just want to pay attention to it. And you want to get the high spots off it so that you'll feel it with your finger. You just get the high spots off it so that it, you know what I'm saying here, fellas. This is not rocket appliances. Here, you want to get a look at that? Let's see. Oh, dude, look how nice that is. No charge. So now, what we're going to do, I'm going to brake clean those, just get any of the residual oil off. And then we're gonna put new ones on, new sealing rings on. All right, fellas, focus, all right? What we're gonna do, we're gonna attempt to get this sealing ring, this new sealing ring here, onto where it goes. So what I like to do is use a little bit of everybody's favorite red. This is a hood booger version, where we're too cheap to have name brand stuff, so it's like a Jags special or whatever. But get you some red Loctite on there. Oh yeah. Get her. Kind of square. It's tapered either direction, so they're not directional. And I like to start it with this tool, because this tool is wicked tight on that shaft. Okay, so now we're started. This is the actual tool, because these seals go on further. They go on all the way with a double lip seal. So that's that. Done and done. But so let me show you this tool here. This tool here is a little bit loose on here. You see, slide it in, and it can it'll rock to it. Where when you're starting that seal, that whatever you call it, wear ring, this one's much tighter. And let me show you. So this goes on, and it is almost a fresh fit. The air acts as a spring even. That's how tight that thing is. So you're also going to use this as a guide. You can. This is meant to be a guide for that sealing ring when you assemble this. So this is where that tool's like really nice because it actually centers on just that little nub, whereas that other one wasn't going to do that. And it'll square that thing right up. But this is sized so that it won't drive that on all the way for a double lip. You need to finish it with that one for a double lip seal. I don't know if you can even get what do you call it anymore? Single lip seals.
That's it, boy. Get in there nice and deep like.
Let's see about that. That's the ball game. Done and done. There's honestly nothing wrong with the old sealing rings. So you guys, future, see if we can get her to focus. Yeah, so you see the sealing ring here? I mean, I split it in half. But there's no ridge on it. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this thing. You totally could reuse this if you wanted to. All you need is that tool to push it on a little bit further because we're using a different type of seal. Speaking of, come on, there we go. This is the double lip seal, and if you look close, let's see if I can orient it. You see the lip there in the front. There's also a lip back here in the back. So, yeah, much better seal. Teflon, critical, it goes on dry. Don't put nothing on it. I know it's counterintuitive. You'll fuck it up. Quick, to the seal installation section. Alright, fellas. Double lip seal takes a special double lip seal installation tool. Okay? Leave your plastic ring in here for now. What it does is it centers you on that tool, like that. Okay, and then how this works, there's a recess in there, you see that? And that allows that what that does is prevent you from crushing this lip, this front lip. And that'll go in there and it'll push right on. Get you all the zoom in case we screw it up. You'll get a first hand, front row seat to the that's the ball game. So normally, if you guys are used to doing other blowers, normally your seal goes, it goes 5 thou below the surface of the end plate, but the dual lip seal needs a little bit more room for having 2 lips. Beautiful. So then those plastic tits that are in there, they're going to be the guide for the rotor. I believe we got to take them out and put them in the other way. crooked. All right. Now, you take your plastic things out of here and you flip them around so that the fatter side, I don't know if you can tell, but it's tapered, and the fatter side is facing up, because that's what the rotor, it's going to use. It's going to expand those seals so that they fit over these, okay? And you need to orient your blower the way you took it apart. So this is what they call the front end plate, which goes to the front of the motor, okay? Which is not the gear side, right? So this side, this is the front end plate. This is actually the back of the blower. It's going to be sticking up. And the rotors are labeled with a U and an L, which what that means is upper and lower. And how they go about that is how, what they mean by that is how the case sits on. Okay, so your upper rotor is always goes towards the side with the hangers, because this hangs on that cylinder head like this on the motor. If you were looking at it, right, you can see that. So it sets on the motor like that. So now, if you remember, we made our witness marks. So this goes on this front end plate like so. You orientate it with the block towards you. This is the top, which means the rotor with the U goes on this side. So now you know how that goes. Remember we were talking about them serrated teeth? There's a space in one right there. I don't know if it's showing up. I think it is. Yeah, you can see that. They have to be timed. They go the same direction. It doesn't matter which direction you put them in, but they go the same direction. So if you face one this way, the other one goes that way. And vice versa, you know. Doesn't really matter how you do that, but. Okay. So now that sits in there. And that is how that works. And then your L, you face your thing in the same direction, if I can find it. There it is. It's real faint on this one. Click. So that's what they call timed. Alright, so now what I do is get a little bit of this on there. And what this is it's a Loctite gasket maker. It's anaerobic. This is very similar to what the factory would have used. And then what we're going to do is we're going to spread it out. You don't want it actually in the blower. It's not the then now what you want to do is put your screws in. Now we'll do the same thing for this side. We're gonna give that a juicing with that stuff. and not spread as much around the oil holes. I'm going to juice out this much here. I'm going to juice out into water. Really longer. With the exception of the oil holes, the only thing really sitting out here. Try to get this on there. Alright, so you start with the front end first. Take you a bearing. You want to pre-lube it. So I gave her a little spritz with some 40 weight, baby. Get yours. Because it's nice and sticky and thick and great oil. And then the numbered end goes up. And you take your tool, and this thing is pretty slick. It's like the exact size of that bearing, so it drives both races at the same time. Pretty friggin' ingenious deal. And we'll start with this one. You just want to start it so it's square, which is probably easier said than done, like that. And then we'll just give her a little tappy tap tap. What a treat. Do the same thing with this one. We gotta give her a spritz here. I like to get in there all nice and deep like.
That's it, boy. Get in there nice and deep like.
Oh, that just feels so good. Yeah. We get her on the tool and we'll just give her a little tappy tap tap. Oh, it's starting itself. I love it. Click. Now they want you to kind of button this up, but we're not gonna. We're gonna put the bearing retainers on, but that'll be it. I'm not gonna put the water pump thing on yet. I like to do that at the end. 9 lbfp or something. 9 pound-feet is what these go to. That's that. Now she'll get the other bearings. So those two bearings that went on that side are what they call roller bearings, and this side gets a ball bearing. Jesus. You guys probably can't see what I'm doing. It's beautiful. You know. That's how that works. And the same with this one. Done. Boys, look at these brand new feeler gauges I just freaking opened up. So now all we're doing here is just checking our rotor to end plate clearance. And I've got plenty. Alright fellas, let's get serious. Put my shims on so I don't forget them. I'm gonna kind of lube these when you're pressing gears. Just get this out of the way now. Now, I don't know if you can see it, but you gotta line up that serrated part, or the lack of serrations, with the lack of serrations, you know? You know what it really needs is you can't see the damn notch that well. Maybe I need more light. Can't see shit. Oh great, nothing's damn thing ain't magnetic. Try that. Alright folks, what I was doing wrong is I didn't have this gear quite on enough, so I wouldn't let this one start. But now we're pretty much cooking with gas here, so. You want pretty much evenly. You'll feel it. It'll start to get a little bit harder to turn when you're not lined up. Nope. But it just slides together otherwise. And then those shims, we're going to shims. You'll notice we've done one here, so we further out than the other. And that's because of the shims, and that's how they're timed. Oh yeah. So that bottomed right out. And we're bottomed right out there, so. That's the ball game there. Now we should be totally timed. Like a glove, folks. So now what you do is you check your clearances. We're just gonna make sure everything's good. I'm gonna do that off camera because, well, I'm real tired of being recorded, and your old boy Wayno needs some music before he loses his noodle. Alright boys, well as you can see here, we have got the blower fully assembled. What's that? Oh, that's not good.
Talk to me, Goose.
Well, of course, I went to put the inlet on, got it all cleaned up, got a new gasket, got that all ready to go. Of course, set it on there, and the one bolt just falls down in. Well, yep, that's a mystery.
That's a mystery.
So, which is weird because it seemed to come out fine, so it was probably like that. Maybe it just had like one little thread. Of course, I'm out of helicoils. Wonderful. So, this is a project for another day. We're gonna have to, I'll drill that out. They're blind holes, so they don't go all the way through. So no big deal, you know, the blower's in no danger. I'll just tape the inlet, drill it, tap it, helicoil it, and then jam the inlet on. And I'll bring you all back when we're ready to put it on a truck. I hope all the patrons enjoyed that jam session with me building this thing the rest of the way. I finished the rest of the build on Patreon, you know, because I needed some music and I can't have music on the lube tube, so. Away she goes. Let me know if you like that, patrons. I'll do more of it. Alright boys, off camera, what I've done is I have obviously totally painted it. So blower's all painted. The new gasket and whatever's installed on the inlet. We got our gaskets set in here with our TV just to get them stuck so they're not doing the dance on me. Everything's been untaped. A couple new gaskets, had to make one for here because GM does not include this gasket. This is an optional deal. Total jerk job, so prepare for that and order one when you order your parts. Alright fellas, thanks for joining me on the blower rebuild. Check out our website, old2stroker.com. We got some badass hoodies and a bunch of other stuff up there. Huge shout out to the patrons, greatly appreciate you guys. We'll see you next time. I want to make mention, we're going to be at Onaway and have a vendor booth this year, and we're doing an exclusive Krusty Fat Cab t-shirt and hoodie. So make sure you guys pop in and see us for that. If we have any left after the event, they will be available on the website, but otherwise it's going to be a show exclusive. So hopefully we'll see you there and you can pick up a t-shirt or a hoodie and support Jason the Fat Cab. 50% of the proceeds are going to go towards his racing program. So greatly appreciate you guys. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.